today?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
So, what was it seeing Lucas Oil Stadium when you came in?
Man, it brought back memories. Being there last year, just thinking about being there with my guys, really. But seeing me being at the combine now, really meant business. I can say it's a dream come true for me to be here, especially on my birthday yesterday. So, I just thank God for that.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Kenny, I'm sure you saw the video of the Georgia locker room after Nolan ran his 40. What does that say about the locker room and the camaraderie that you guys have?
It's a brotherhood, man. We want to see each other succeed, and whatever we do. But to see that locker room jump up like that, it was no surprise to me. But I miss my brothers back there at home. I know they watching. Shout out to Georgia Bulldogs.
You expect more of that same reaction when you run?
They on spring break. They gonna be on spring break, so they ain't gonna be in the locker room. But I'm pretty sure they gonna be at the house, watching and stuff like that. So,
what kind of goals do you have for yourself in the 40?
For the 40, pretty much I want to run the high 4.3, low 4.4.
So basically, you're looking to do what Nolan Smith did.
Pretty much. Nolan Smith had a great day out there, man. So yeah, I got to match his energy.
What are your key qualities in pass protection? How much pride do you take in that?
A lot of pride. At Georgia, if you can't pass protect, you can't be on the field. You know what I'm saying? So I consider myself a 3-down back. And that comes along with it. So pass protection, running the ball, being able to catch the ball, and that's what it's going to take to be at the next level. So and I definitely can do that all.
Kenny, which one of those would you say is your best quality?
Definitely catching the ball. I can definitely do that at a high level, but definitely not scared to put my nose and stick my nose in there when the linebacker blitzing or anything like that.
You think catching the ball is also your most underrated?
I can't hear you say that again.
You think catching the ball is also your most underrated skill?
My underrated skill? Nah, definitely. They know I can catch the ball. I ain't drop a ball at Georgia, so thank God. But they know I can catch the ball. That's not underrated.
Who have you met with?
Who have I met with? A lot of coaches, a lot of teams. Denver, Miami, Jacksonville, Cowboys, pretty much every team.
You talk about
Say that
You
again?
met with the New Orleans Saints?
Yeah, I met with them too.
You talk about that pass catching ability. Who do you see stepping into that role next year at Georgia, and what do you think of the running back room that's left behind?
Like I said, every year we're gonna have a loaded backfield. Dejan can definitely catch the ball. Kendall can definitely catch the ball. I believe Branson can definitely catch the ball. They continue to work on their skills and little things like that and be even better. But all the guys can do it all at Georgia. So shout out to Georgia.
You talk about a loaded backfield. Any thought, 4-star recruit, didn't get a lot of production your first 3 years. Any thought about transferring out?
Nah, never. Didn't want to transfer. I knew what I came in for. I knew what I signed up for. I knew my time was coming. I knew my opportunity was going to come. I was throughout those years developing my skill set to get, when my opportunity was called, would present itself. I knew I had to be ready for it. Pretty much took those years to, develop my skill set, being around those great backs.
Sorry if this was asked, but have you met formally with Washington?
Did I meet with Washington?
With Washington formally?
No, not since I've been here, no.
Have you met with the Buccaneers formally or informally this week?
I met with Buccaneers too.
Is that formal or informal? How'd that go?
I think that was informal, I want to say.
Hey, Kenny, yesterday, Zay Flowers was here talking about how you guys grew up as best friends. What's it
Yeah.
like to be in the same draft class as him?
Say that again?
What's it like to be in the same draft class as him, Zay?
Man, it's everything, man. That's what we dreamed of since Little League. He was the X-Man, I was the blueprint. We had stuck together since high school. We've been together since high school. For us to separate in college, we knew we had to go do our thing in college, and for us to be here now at the same time, same year, it's everything. It's God, and I'm proud of my boy. Shout out to Zay Flowers, man.
What he did with his body was one of the big storylines coming in. What'd you think of seeing that, the way he kind of transformed himself going into the
That boy, all he do is work. You know what I'm saying? That's no surprise to me. All he do is go home and just work and train and stuff like that. He has a big family. For him to be the one that to come out and make it like this, you can tell he put in years of work. He's dedicated to this game. He loves this game. He's passionate. Like I said, shout out to my boy Zay Flowers.
Kenny, what was having NIL around, for your junior, senior year? How did you come out with that? Like, what was that opportunity like?
It was a blessing. Definitely got a couple NIL deals. I can't complain about none of that.
It's really cool.
At all.
How did Georgia help prepare you for the start of your career?
At Georgia, they prepare us every aspect of the game, on and off the field. They develop us to, become men first, Definitely Georgia, I say Kirby and his staff got the sauce, so that's how I'm gonna say it. The key to preparing for the next level. Whether it's special teams, whether it's offense, defense, whatever it is that you want to do, they definitely going to develop us to, be ready for the next level.
How much did you learn about Kendall when you did the NIL show with us? Did you guys learn a lot about each other doing
Definitely.
that show?
I knew him before then, but I definitely learned a lot about him. Like when he said put blue cheese on his steak, I ain't never heard that before. So I learned a lot about him then.
Did you ever try it?
Never.
What do you think Todd Monken to Mike Bobo as offensive coordinator will mean for this Georgia offense?
Say that again. The transformation. They definitely work together as a whole. They definitely work together. So I believe nothing gonna change really. Mike Bobo is a great coach. He was a good quarterback when he was at Georgia too as well. So he definitely gonna have a real control of the offense. I think he's gonna be able to develop those guys and scheme out things the way he wanted. Learning from Monken or being under Monken. Definitely gonna be able to take some of that to his game. So.
How do you think you left to operate on?
Say that again.
How do you think you left your mark on the Georgia running back room?
I definitely thought I left a great mark. For me to come in and, like you said, I had to wait my turn, and for me to wait my turn and be patient and leave Georgia with 2 national championships, I definitely left a great mark. Broke a few records when I was there, so shout out to Georgia, man. Thank you.
You mentioned meeting with the Dolphins. What were your impressions of them? Who did you speak to? From them?
Definitely impressed with the Dolphins, man. Just speaking of the home team was a blessing for me to, me being in consideration of, with the Dolphins and stuff like that. I look at it as a blessing. My brother's on that team as well, so for me and him to be able to link up and play with each other, that'll be, God's nothing but God. And I can't remember who I talked to. A lot of coaches here.
Your high school was on the same campus as their old facility. Do you have memories of that?
Oh, definitely. I remember practicing in the bubble. It's not there no more, actually, unfortunately. But I remember practicing in the bubble, being in there, having I think it was a scrimmage or something like that. Definitely in there a few times. So.
What did RJ tell you about the combine, and how do you think it helped you to have a brother in the NFL throughout your career?
He asked me questions that I was going to be asked in interviews and stuff like that. He knew what it took. He knew what the interviews was like. We sat down and had little conversations, drawing up defense and stuff like that. Just to have somebody that already been here, not like a friend, but a brother that really cares for you and that want to see you succeed too as well. He definitely helped me a lot, preparing me to come here too.
What would a collision look like between you and him in the NFL?
I told him he wouldn't like that, man. It'd be a bad day for him. You know what I'm saying? He might be 6'5", 230 or 300, something like that, but I'm gonna make it bad for him. He don't like that.
With the likes of Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, all these guys, DeAndre Swift, what would it mean for you to be that next guy making your mark in the NFL as a quarterback?
Just the RBU, for me to make that much smart, be the next great back to come out, to show my skill set, to show what it took to be a Georgia Bulldog running back. So it'll mean everything just to see seeing those guys go to the next level and succeed. I know that I'm definitely prepared for it.
And the Falcons operate on a really high efficiency run game. As a running back, is there anything about that offense that you've noticed that intrigues you?
Say that again?
The Falcons operate off a high efficiency run game. As a running back, do you see anything from that offense that intrigues you?
Well, they use their running back. I like how they use their running back. They use him outside. They definitely allow him to catch the ball at the backfield too. I was fortunate enough to have OC at the Senior Bowl, so he was my offensive coordinator at the Senior Bowl as well. So just to see how he was able to use his running backs in the passing game too, definitely intrigued me a lot when I'm here at Georgia. So definitely.
What did you learn from James Cook during his time at Georgia when you guys overlapped?
That's my boy there. But me and him always talk about anything. It can be life. Football-wise, anything. Me and him been had a relationship since going to Georgia. Me and him, when I was in consideration of what school I wanted to go to, me and him talked about coming to Georgia. Highly recommended me to come to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how they develop backs, how they prepare us for the next level and things like that. He's seen it first, so he definitely wanted me to come join them. And I felt the connection with Kirby, meeting Kirby and the staff there. So he definitely had a part in for me to come to the team.
How much have you talked?
It's amazing, man, to see my boy go from college to the next level, do what he's doing. I actually talked with the Bills too. They are impressed with him too. He definitely picked it up at the end of the year. So to see him go out there and do what I know he's capable of doing, is a no-brainer for me. I'm just happy to see my boy go out there and succeed, be
Being from South
successful.
Florida,
Definitely.
how does South Florida prepare against the competition?
Like you said, the competition down there is fast. Definitely, guys down there are ready to compete. Each and every game in high school, guys want to showcase their talent and go out there and compete, and that's what we love, to compete. And that's another part of why I wanted to go to Georgia, to compete with another great group of guys at running back. So.
Kenny, can you take us back to Missouri? It's 4th and 2. You guys are down 10 when you heard your number called. What went through your mind, and do you remember that play?
Definitely, I remember that play. We had to get the momentum started. It was down, and I just knew the offense needed the momentum to pick up, because I knew we wasn't going out there doing what we knew capable of doing. We had a slow start. When that play was called, I knew I was getting that ball there too. And I knew I had to make a statement that play, so definitely ran through somebody that got the momentum started. And ever since then, the offense started clicking. The O-line definitely get to the next level. Quarterback, throwing dot, be able to run the ball. So ever since then.
Kenny, Nolan and Kyrus have kind of given some recruiting pitches.
Nolan and Kyrus?
Nolan and Kyrus, yeah, have kind of given some recruiting pitches for Georgia since they've been here. What's your recruiting pitch sound like to the next generation of running backs following your footsteps at Georgia?
Definitely be patient. I say that. Coming to Georgia, you have to be patient. Be willing to work, develop your skill set. Because Georgia always going to be loaded with talent. They always going to have talent, but mentally tough. Everybody's going to be physically tough at Georgia, but it's the mental part that Kirby wants to, attack. Even the coaching staff, they want us to see how mental tough you are. No matter what we doing, drills, anything like that, where we sitting in the meeting room for hours, to see how mentally tough and how focused you can be. So, to be mentally tough, go ahead.
Speaking of that patience that you just talked about, in an era where the transfer portal is really hot, it's a player-friendly system, what was your mindset to know, like, I'm just going to sit here and wait my turn behind guys like James and Zamir and not transfer up, I want to be here, it'll be my turn.
Like I said, my mindset coming into college, I knew that I wanted to be a Georgia Bulldog. I didn't want to have to go through no transfer portal. Anybody can do that, like you said. I wanted to do it the hard way, stay there and wait my turn. Like I said, I knew my turn was coming, so I just knew I had to be prepared for it. So those years that I wasn't the main guy, I was still out there producing what I had to do. Every time I got the ball, I was out there making plays. My name was noticed, and I wasn't the main guy. So even that was special teams, or even when I did get a chance to get the ball, to run the ball, to catch the ball, anything like that, I knew I had to go out there and execute.
Warren was comparing the 21 and 22 championship teams. He said the 21 team had more talent, the 22 team had more fight. What do you think about that assessment? And who do you think would win a matchup between those two teams?
I'm gonna go with. That's a tough question. Let's see, because I'm gonna go with 2022. That team there was special. The defense was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, we had a lot of fight. I agree with that. We had a lot of fight, even though the guys was young. We lost a lot of guys, 15 guys then, but we was definitely had a lot of fight in us. We had composure, resiliency, all the key factors that Georgia we definitely showed. That the last team wasn't, able to show. They were that good, I would say, but for us to come back and fight and never give up and stuff like that, so I'm gonna definitely go to 26.
Kenny, we've seen a lot of Carson Beck coming in behind Stetson. What about Vanderbilt? What does he bring to the table?
Say that again. Vanderbilt definitely a smart guy. He's definitely a good quarterback. Seeing him getting the work in practice that he can do it. He showcases his talent every day in practice. He comes ready to prepare. He prepares well. I guess he definitely learned a lot from Stetson. I'll say that. Stetson always been that big brother in the room. I can tell you that. Whether it's Carson or Vanderbilt. But yeah, I'm excited to see who wins the job, to be honest.
Last question. You talk about James. Can you talk about Zamir a little bit? Maybe the type of leader he is, what he's taught you?
Definitely a leader. Zamir is a great guy coming from North Carolina. He's a hard worker. He's definitely gonna go out there and work each and every day hard, give his 110%. He was definitely, a bull nose. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely gonna run that ball hard. He's able to catch the ball too as well. But just to be under those great backs, just to see how hard they work on and off the field, I kind of took that along with my game.
Kenny, what was your best game?
Thanks, Kenny.